Okay, so first hand that we had, I think it was playing imps pairs on all these. It was beginning of the month when we just gotten back. So everything was rusty, including the bidding, as we'll see. So I have 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. And of course, this added bonus that I have a stiff in the opener suit. Right now I got two fairly decent hands, and boy, just give me the king of clubs, and I got a good club suit too. So pretty excited about this hand, but I'm going to just bid my shape, and we right away find out that we have a fit in spades. Now, do I have more here? And I decided I did. And best way to bid these is simply bid your second suit, and it should be a good suit, and that may help your partner reach a decision. And they bid 4 spades. I don't believe there's any more than that, so I'm happy. And we get a very fine lead. All right, king of diamonds, what we expected, a loser there. But look at my partner's hand, right? I have no club losers, right? 5 can go into the ace and a queen jack. In the heart suit, I have 3 winners, an extra, right? A length trick that would happen if the hearts split 3-3. Maybe I'll get a chance to rough it if I need to. Remember, I'm playing imps pairs, so the paramount thing here is I bid a game, so I need to make it. Now, I didn't, and it was because I mishandled the trump suit. So um, let's kind of go along blissfully like I did, right? Which was I saw all those good tricks and thought I'll just lead up to the spades. It'll all be fine, right? I roughed this. I'm up here to the king of hearts, and I lead towards the king of queen. And what is important here is I need to be asking myself, and I didn't, wow, I won. Where's the ace? Where's the jack? Right? And what I did was I proceeded to lose to both the ace and the jack. And it became a difficult hand, lost control of the transportation. Everything went wrong because I hadn't done some basic work. This time that I should have spotted my issue on this hand was right here, right? When I'm going over to lead, I need to know what cards are missing, right? We're missing the ace, the jack, the 9, the 8, and a little one, then 3, right? Ace, jack, 9, 8, 3. That ace, jack, 9, 8 is a powerful combination. Right? And I should think about where are they? Where's the ace? And in this hand, of course, there's a really big clue. Right? West opened. So we had the king there, right? That was that trick, right? The king and 10 points. 10 points there. Didn't have more than that, did they? Well, let's just go back to the beginning now that we know what we're supposed to do. I forgot what he had in the diamonds. I can't remember if he had. No, he didn't have an honor. Right. So, yeah, he had 10-9. Okay, good. So, didn't have an honor. So he has 10 points. And right here at the beginning, I should be thinking about there, where do I expect to find the ace? So 10 points there, 6, 8, 9, 5, 14 points here, 24 points between us, and this guy opened. Right? If he has 12 points, right, that's leaves only 4 points here, right? So he could have an ace. But at this point in time, it's got to be pretty obvious that the odds are favoring West to have the ace. Now, he could have the ace and the jack, right? But he's got the ace, so he's always going to score the ace. Always going to score the ace. I just don't want to lose any other spade tricks. So let's see what happens when I cross over. Do I need to cross over? I know where the ace is. What if I played the king, just lost to the ace? What if the ace was a singleton and I just played small? Right? Well, the problem is if he's got protection for his ace, he's going to let it roll around to the jack spades. I don't want to lose the jack spades and the ace spades if possible, right? So I want to go over and play it this way and see what gets thrown. I'm going to use the shorter of my 2 suits for the entry. I'm going to play the 2 of spades. And there's the 7. That was the one I made the list of. So ace, jack, 7. And I play the queen, and he doesn't take it. So let's take stock now. What's missing, right? Oh, I think I roughed with the 3, didn't I? So we're missing the ace, we're missing the jack, and we're missing that 9, 8. Ace, jack, 8. Sorry, they both follow. So ace, jack, 8. Right, that's what's missing. Ace, jack, 8. So how do I want to play this? Do I want to lead up to the 10? Well, if he's got the ace and the jack here, then I'm going to lose the jack, right, in addition to the ace. If the jack is over here, I'm going to lose it again. So I really want to get back over there and lead back up. Now, there's a chance that I could play the king here, and if all East has left is the jack, right, if he was Jack Doubleton and this guy was ace third, right, then I could draw. If he puts the ace on and the jack drops, I'll make over tricks. But this is in pairs. I just need to make my contract. So I'm going to take the long suit entry, right, and see what happens when I play the 5. And there's the jack, right, promoting the 10, promoting the 9 and 8 as well. But if this guy has the ace, and we know he has the ace, then we're good to go. So we are now in the position where we're not going to lose 2 spade tricks. We only lost 1. And we have all these other tricks to take. What should I do now? There's one more spade trick out, and it's a winner. What is the, one more spade trick out. So if I lead over there now and take the 10, right, that pulls his last one, his small, right? Does that seem to work? And then I can just lead up to I only need to throw away 1 heart. So there's the 8, right? And they pulled all the trump. Play the queen. Come back to the ace of hearts. Cover this. And that is all of the club tricks. Right? This turns out to have been a really easy hand. Why did I blow it so badly? Right? Had to shake the cobwebs out of my head, I think, right? I didn't do any planning, didn't think about where can I expect to find these spades, and ended up losing too many tricks. All right. So on this hand, quite exciting, right? A 6-5 with ace jack and the diamonds, missing a club suit. 7, 8, 10, 11, 5, 16 points. I always count points, by the way. I like to have a basis, right? But I recognize there are a lot of different 16 points. There are hands you could have, really good ones, really bad ones. This looks like a pretty good one, right? Just need the king of hearts, and we have a really good shot, and a spade fit, and we have a really good shot at slam. Heck, it could go the other way too, right? I got 5 hearts. Now, I remember that I bid this one kind of awkwardly. I bid a spade, and then I jumped. Now I got 16 points. When I jump here, I'm adding value to my hand, basically saying I'm going to be a fit in one of these 2 suits. I'm like thinking we're never playing no trump, right? It's going to be hearts or it's going to be spades. So I jumped, which creates a game for us. And he bid 3 no trump, which of course is what I said I don't want to play. Now, the problem with this one is it easily could be, it could be 5-4, it could be 6-4. You really needed to show the heart. So I chose to just bid 4 hearts, figuring that way he could put us back in spades if he wanted to. But as it turned out, it got his blood boiling. And he looked for a slam, which is what I had high hopes for anyways. And so what do I have? Well, I have the queen of hearts, and I have the ace of clubs, and I have the ace of diamonds. So that's one way I could respond, by simply saying 5 spades. But I really want to tell him about the clubs. So what I have is 3 cards and a void in clubs. And the way you answer key cards to show an odd number of key cards and a void is to bid the void at the 6th level, which I did. And we ended up in 6 hearts. Probably off key card, right? And he comes down with the ace-6. Now, I was so not expecting that, right? So not expecting that. It's that we are only have this 7-card suit, and I panicked a little bit. And that's how I went down in this hand. What you need to do here is think, well, what's this trump suit look like? And it's like, well, it's ace, queen, jack, 10, 4, 2. It's a pretty damn good heart suit. So what's the rest of the hand look like? Well, it looks like I got a lot of spade tricks, right? And it turns out I have this diamond loser. I have a diamond loser. So what do I do? Well, the problem is I've got to lose the king of hearts. Right? You've got to lose the king of hearts. So if I duck this one, and well, I don't have to lose the king of hearts, but all I have then is just a 50% chance. I need to make a finesse and hope it's there, and then hope they divide evenly so the jack and 10 picks up the rest of the suit, right? And I think I went that direction, and that was not the right way to go. What I needed to do was right away take a look at this loser and say, is there any way that goes away? And yeah, sure, it could go right under that ace of clubs. And now I don't have any losers in the side suits, and I just have this king of hearts outstanding that I have to lose, that I might have to lose, right? If I take the finesse and it's wrong, then I lose it, right? But the thing is here, I shouldn't have panicked. I should have thought, oh, well, I got all the tricks I need, right? I've got the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs. That's 2. I have 6 spade tricks. That makes 8 total. And I have at least 4 heart tricks. Right? That's 12. Right? So the right way to do this is simply give up the king of hearts. But get rid of your loser first. So basic technique, right? This is one of those basic techniques. How do we get rid of losers in our long hand? We throw them on winners in the dummy. So one round of trump went through. I started with 7, so they have 6. Right? So all we're doing now is we're not counting 13. We're just counting the number of times they follow. Right? So there's the king, and they both follow. Right? So even if they were split 4-2, right, then I'm picking them up with these, and all these are good. So I actually can ruff here without a problem, knowing very well that even if there's a bad split, the queen will pick them up. And there was. This guy had 4 of them. They pick them all up, and now I just run that beautiful spade suit. When they follow, that first time, that's 3, and I know that the 9 now has to fall. So I can play. Right. So blew that hand completely, a slam that everybody was in, and I went down. So that hurt bad. Why? A little bit of panic at the start. This one was difficult, but it's kind of fun, and I had a lot of fun working it over because, again, I blew it. And blew it rather stupidly. But again, blew it because I kind of got focused in and didn't recognize what was really going on. So anyways, I have this 16-point hand, and this is a hand I'm going to open 1 no trump. I'm going to open 1 no trump because my rebid will never tell the story. I mean, I don't even know what I rebid. What if my partner bids a spade or a no trump, right? I have no idea where to go, right? Because anything I do with the heart suit then is a reverse, and I only got 16 points. It's just not good enough. So I thought, well, the best way to show this is to play no trump. I have no regrets about that part. In fact, I got a little excited here and thought, oh, we're going to find a heart fit. It's going to be nice. And it turns out he has spades, right? This will show 4 spades. And he's got game hands. So we're still in good place. So I could pass it here. And as it turned out in match points, that was the right bid because you can make exactly the same number of tricks in spades and no trump. If you were playing match points, you'd have a 10-point advantage. But I was playing impair still, and so I thought the safest contract would be 4-3. Why? Well, I have 2 little spades and a stiff, and I thought I could maybe ruff some club losers. And I never lost sight of that, as it turned out to be my problem. So I put us in 4 spades, and sure enough, couldn't get a better hand for my little plan about roughing club losers because he has the ace of clubs. And I went ahead and I played the ace of clubs and roughed it, got back up there, played another club, played the ace of clubs, then roughed one, then got back up there. I can't remember how, and I roughed another one. And now suddenly I had the ace and queen and 3 small spades, and I lost control of the trump suit, obviously. So didn't recognize that Just dumb. What I should have been thinking about is how many tricks I got going here. I got the ace. I got probably going to get 5 diamond tricks, 6 with that. Maybe I can get 3 heart tricks. That's 9. I don't need a whole lot out of the spade suit. Right? What I need is to control it somehow. And I need to recognize that right now, as I sit, I've got control of everything. And I decided I wanted to leave, and I think the best thing to do, I'm not positive, is to leave the queen of diamonds there for potential entry. It doesn't really hurt us because we got other entries in hearts. So I'm figuring out I can get to my diamonds another way. How to play it? Well, I cash the ace, and then I'll lead up. Now, once again, this is a situation where you got to know what's out, right? What is out is the king and the jack and the 9 and the 5, right? They've played once, and the king, jack, 9, 5 are out. Now, if they're split, this is going to be a pretty easy hand. I mean, if they're 3-3, we should be just fine. But, chances are it's 4-2. So anyways, I'm going to look at these cards as they come down, right? And there's the jack and the king, right? So all we got left is the 9 and the 5. If they're split, this is really easy, right? I lead a spade, and they're both gone. If they're not split, we got a bit of a problem, right? So play the king. Seems odd it's not covered there. So I still have control of everything, right? If he after he wins that, but I've got this spade problem I need to care. There's the 9. Right? So what is the risk here, right? One risk is that he leads a heart over to the ace. That's his 3rd heart, and he leads a heart back because he has. But if he has 3 hearts, then as it turns out, they're 3-3, right? And they're never going to get. They get their ace, but they're not going to get a trump trick. Anyways, the queen of diamonds is how he gets back. And once again, I got every suit except for the ace of hearts, right? So all you have to do is get rid of that last trump, right? Get rid of that last trump. Play the queen of hearts. You need the jack as an entry. There's the ace. Now we got all the suits again, right? King of diamonds. Jack of diamonds. Remember, we wanted 5 tricks, and we're going to get there. There's a 10, so he had a heart. He wasn't going to get a rough. So all I had to do was figure out a way to make this. All right, so this next hand has a little thing that is really important to realize. I know when I'm teaching people who are starting out, I'm always emphasizing about leading towards honor. So they kind of leading low to honor. So they kind of don't see this, but it comes down to finesse, which we talked about a little along the way here. I don't actually remember how I screwed this up, but I did. And in replaying it, it's like I don't know how I possibly screwed it up, but I went down on it. I forgot to. I did at one point know because I had the original record, but I don't have the original record anymore. I don't think. Anyways, so we get 4 spades pretty easily. A real obvious auction, and we are missing the king of spades, and we're missing the ace of clubs. We're missing the queen of diamonds. So. What do I really got in terms of winners? Well, if I can win 3 spades, ace of hearts is 4, a club is 5. If I win these 5, right? If I can catch the queen, that's 10. Right? I also have the option of roughing a heart if the spades break fairly evenly. Right? So I just have 1 heart loser, 1 club loser, 1 potential spade loser, and an outside chance of losing the queen of diamonds. This is a hand that is eminently makeable. Where do I want to control entries? And I thought, well, the diamond suit, I'm going to need one of them. So for that reason, I lead the king of clubs there. Although chances are I just lead and waste it anyways. But, at least I was thinking. But the other reason to have the club there, jack off, is that I have queen 10 9, queen 10 8, right? If you're keeping track of what spades you have, it's like, wow, I have ace, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, the little ones, right? And I know I want to take a finesse. So what do you start the finesse with? Now what you want to do is start the finesse with the 8. They're all equals. And you don't have to jump around. When you jump around, you always risk, like, well, what if I get finessed? I mean, to get roughed before I can get rid of them all. But these are just perfect. They're just lying there ready for you to just stay in that hand. And they both followed, so the king will fall. I'm going to leave an entry up there by leading to the ace. Right. So I have the ability to ruff a heart if I want to lose one. But I'm thinking what I really want to do is play this diamond suit. Now, do I have any idea whether or not they're split 3-1 with the queen in the 3, right? That's how you lose. If they queen third and you play the ace king and it's queen third, then they get their queen. So I like the ace jack here, so I'm thinking, well, if he shows out or something, I got a shot at picking it up. And the 10 comes down. And maybe you've heard about restricted choice. Missing the queen and another queen jack or something like that, a person will play. You have to play them for being forced to play the honor that they play. So if they false card you with a queen, you still play them for just having the queen. And percentage-wise, and I can't begin to explain it, it works out. This is not a restricted choice. And I think I thought it was. I thought that it was. Maybe that's how I blew it. Anyways, I played you a finesse, right? And I think some twisted way I thought it was a restricted choice, but that's not what you do. So 9 card suit to the ace king. The percentage play is to play for 9 never. Right? And you do that because sometimes the queen will drop singleton and you'll still be able to pick up everything. So there you go. Didn't do that. Turned out the hand was really easy. Right? Got to lose a heart, and that's it. Like I said, when I came back from vacation, I was very rusty. That looks real obvious. And I convinced myself out of some vague memory, something I heard somewhere. Kind of like the thing that happens now all the time is there's a lot of people who are taking lessons from Gavin Volpert online. And so you'll hear it all the table now. Well, I heard a guy who told me that he heard a guy that said Gavin said to do this. And it was that kind of, it's like, that's not how you play bridge. You don't do it by what somebody told you. And I like wow, that 10, that's probably restricted. That's probably all he has. I should probably try to finesse for the queen in the other hand. It's like, no. That's not restricted choice. That's nothing, right? So anyways, there you go. Easy hand. Just don't get lost in your head. We have interesting hand, game going hand, right? 7, 8, 10, 15 points. Do we want to bid our diamonds or hearts? Well, the game is about majors. You might as well call it the game majors. 8-card majors. Maybe you should just call it bridge. But anyways, you want to look for your fits first. So I know I'm going to game. I have time to bid other things later. I want to find the heart fit. I bid the hearts. I don't mess with the diamonds. And we're right there and not really looking for more. When I blew this hand, that was it. I mean, I saw our bids and I didn't pay attention to the fact that West doubled, and he did it with less than an opening hand, and he did it after 2 suits were bid. So he is actually showing spades and diamonds, and this is critical. This is so important because it means that I can figure out I can roughly get the distribution of these hands is something like 5 or 4, and 3, 3, and 2 or 1. If he's got 5, there's 1 here. 2 there, and if he has 4, then it's 4, 3, 3, 3. And if he has 4 diamonds, it's 4, 4, 4, 1. If it's 5 diamonds, right, then we'll take 1 away from each and put in that hand. But no matter how you read it, that's what's out there. Can East have some points? Yeah, maybe, but it's when we got 5, 8, 9, 12, and what was that, 15, right? It's 27. This guy has 10, right? So it doesn't seem like this guy's going to have much at all. He's going to have, could have the ace of clubs, but there's another factor on why he might not, and that's because this guy has, when he made his 2-suit takeout, right? He says, I have spades and I have diamonds, the two missing suits, spades and diamonds. So if he has 4-4 or 5-4, then he's going to have 2-2. We can figure out these fairly easily. If our hearts are split, if he happens to have 2 hearts, then this hand should go really easily. But we need to recognize that that looks like everything's going to go great. I lead up to the king of hearts, and he shows out. Now, this is not the place you want to panic. This is the place where you just want to figure out, well, he's got 5 hearts. What are they? And we can quickly come to the conclusion he's holding the Jack 10, 7, 6, 5. Jack 10, no, not 6, Jack 10. Yeah, Jack 10, 7, 6, 5. Jack 10, 7, 6, 5. Sure, Jack 10, 7, 6, 5. Say it often enough, you'll remember it. But the key here is if you're thinking, well, I can finesse those 2 high ones, I'm in good shape, but you need 2 cards over the Jack and the 10 to do that. We only have 1. So you can come to the conclusion you're going to lose a heart trick. But the bigger danger when someone holds 5 hearts is that you actually lose control of the trump suit. And I think that's what happened. I just kind of blindly played this thing. The way to get by that is to somehow have East rough and bring him down to a number of hearts so that he can have to, at some point, he may have to lead back to you. So what you need to do is get rid of his other leads besides the hearts. And what do we think he holds? Well, he could hold 4 diamonds. He could hold 4 diamonds. Now he has 3 diamonds left. He had started with 5 hearts, 4 diamonds. If that's what he's got, then he should have 2 in the black suit or 3-1. Right, we'll see. Here comes, he's throwing away that. This is where we're going to take this. And now we're going to see about roughing out a trump or 2 out of his hand. So these 2 in the black suits, right? Then he has to start roughing now because I have all these are good. Right? There's the 10, so they're all good. We get the spade lead there. And there's 2, right? So he could have 3, in which case this is a good trick. But he doesn't. So he has 2 clubs, right? And if he has 4 diamonds and he had 5 hearts, then he has 2 spades, right? So the 2 spades, he's got 1 more spade that'll fall under our king of spades. I'm going to cover that one. Notice I don't mind covering him here. Don't mind covering him here. What I want to do is keep this hand as long as possible. And they are now 3-3, right? We played 1 round, and he played something, and a small one, and now he's played another small one. So now he's got like Jack 10 and another, and like whatever that other one was, right? Jack 10 blah. And he was 2-2. Right now he has 3 hearts. Well, I can just throw stuff away. These are good. He's got 3 hearts. There's one. And I can win that one. Right? Now he has only 2 hearts and this guy has 3. Now I'll give him his heart. Right? And what is he to do? He's got to lead to us. Take advantage of the known distribution, make him rough, and bring him equal to your hand or less. Right? So that at the end, when you give him that heart trick that you are going to have to give him at some point, you give him that thing, he doesn't have anything to do, right, except lead to you. All right, so here, this is, remember I was playing pairs, imps. I was playing imps. So I'm going to get to a low-level contract, and I started thinking about over tricks, I think. Something was stupid, but yeah, I bid a spade, and I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 points. Got an ace in the side, suit and a stiff, so I just bid my spades again, and he passes out. So first of all, what is the goal here on this hand? And playing imps, the goal is to make 8 tricks altogether. Right? So look at the spade suit. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tricks for sure. Right? So 5 spades, ace of hearts is 6, ace of diamonds is 7, and set up a club for 8. That's the end of this. That's the end of the story. But I thought, the queen is a chance of a queen here. Maybe I could set up a diamond trick. So, anyways, I got 4-3 here. This looks like a doubleton. If it's a stiff, I'm already giving away a rough. But right now I got 2, so I should be really happy now. Right? I think I ducked that one for some reason, thinking he has the queen. Maybe I can get a lead back through. Right? I'm thinking over tricks. The entire time I'm doing this, I'm thinking over tricks when what should I be thinking about? Right? So from here, at this point, I then played the queen or something, and everything went, I think I played up to the king of clubs, and then they got a rough, and suddenly I'm down. Right? On a hand that had 8 tricks right off the top, pull trump. Right? Or as I wrote on my notes, don't get cute, pull the trump. He does get a spade trick, but that doesn't hurt me because I still have these. Right? The queen of hearts I end up getting in my hand here. Pull the trump. Don't leave the king of clubs or anything else up there. Just get your tricks. Pull the trump. I didn't watch. I'm so convinced on this. It's like I only need 1 rough, so I just played them out until I had 1 rough. Why am I only concerned with that? Because I just need 8 tricks, and I got them. And that's all I ever should have been thinking about in terms of playing imps. So when you're playing imps, think about that. If you're playing imps, which I know a lot of you do just sitting at casual tables, you're like playing for over tricks, right? And sometimes you're going down, and it doesn't matter. The 1 over trick is worth an impet, less than an imp sometimes an imp, but never very harmful. Not making your contract, however, costs you.